Woman had a bizarre encounter in the middle of the night. The whole neighborhood disappeared in a flash. She rushed out to look for them, but behind her, a horrible scene appeared. The neighbors all came to the woman's feet. Then they disappeared in a puddle of black water. At first, Daisy thought she was seeing things, so she kept looking. But when she stepped into a pool of water, the house around her shrunk. It was as if she was a giant of the world. Just as Daisy was feeling terrified, the sound of a car roaring overhead. Luckily, it was just a dream, but this strange phenomenon had happened more than once. Just a few days ago, Daisy entered her husband's studio. She found a model of the town. There were even characters in the model. Even the buildings were identical to her own town. At first, Daisy thought it might be her husband's hobby, so she decided to take a look and go to bed. But when she followed the model to the metal box in the distance, she felt something strange. What kind of item would need to be stored like this? Daisy took out the box and opened it. She found some old envelopes inside. At that moment, her husband suddenly came home. Daisy had no choice but to put the box back. That would have been the end of the model and the envelopes. But the next day, when Daisy was sewing her husband's pants, Daisy found a note in her husband's pocket, and it was a love letter to a woman. Daisy was not so happy about it. From then on, she had nightmares every day. She even thought the whole town was virtual. She had no choice but to go to a coworker she'd had a crush on for a long time. But when the coworker found out what was going on, she thought Daisy's suspicions were unfounded. As the founder of the town, it's only natural for her husband to have a model, and the note may have been written years ago. He tried to persuade Daisy not to be so suspicious, but Daisy thought that if her husband had done something, then she would have a reason to file for divorce, so that she could be with the colleague she had a crush on. So from that day on, the two of them were ready to investigate her husband. They even sneaked into his company in the middle of the night, and sure enough, Daisy found something in the office, a photo album with a lot of photos, and they were all of strange women, and this confirmed what Daisy thought. The two of them felt that the future was bright, but they needed more evidence to file for divorce. While Daisy was worried about how to catch her husband in the act, Daisy found another woman's name, Annie, in her husband's model home. She thought her husband was having an affair with this woman, Annie, but when she called the phone number on the model house, she was told that Annie had disappeared 3 years earlier. The police later found her body and determined that she had been murdered, which made Daisy realize that this wasn't just an affair. It was probably a murder that had been hidden for years. Her husband could be a serial killer.